Hey guys, Professor Pokéstache here. Real quick video. I just want to do this before I ship them off because I'm doing my first PSA um, ship out or send off, and I want to kind of just have this as something to do. I don't know. I just feel like I should record it. So sorry, it's a kind of impromptu video, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm sending off. That way, whenever they do come back. Nick and I can do a kind of reveal and special where we see how good they are, and I'm gonna kind of guess my grades right now. So just bear with me. I'm gonna run through this real quick. So I have this Rayquaza V alt art. It's really well centered. I don't know if it's perfectly well centered, but I have the centering tool that I got from Amazon, and it's told me that it's definitely close enough that they should be good on that. I think PSA is gonna give that a 10. Another Rayquaza, kind of something that's going to become more apparent later on throughout the channel, as I'm actually a Rayquaza collector, so I have a lot of Rayquazas. I plan on getting more. I just freaking like Rayquaza, so kind of is what it is. This is the Xenia Trainer Gallery. Pretty cool card. I think it'll get a 10. Celebrations Umbreon Gold Star. I had a few of these. This is definitely the prettiest one I got. I'll be very surprised if this one does not get a 10. Lessa Sparkle. Again, really good centering. Not absolutely perfect. Probably like a 9.5. But the rest of everything else is perfect. I'm expecting a 10 from that. Iridia. Probably the prettiest centered one out of the ones I'm seeing so far. Expecting a 10 from that. We're going to get to some not 10s, I promise. These are all new cards, super modern. You guys get the idea. Cynthia's Ambition, one of my favorite arts from Crown Zenith. It is just so freaking pretty, so freaking nice, and this one's in such good shape. I think it's going to be a 10. This Pikachu, the secret rare from Crown Zenith. Probably my favorite art of Pikachu, with the exception of like the super rare Japanese ones, like the Luigi, the Mario, that Munch Scream, the crazy stuff. When it comes to a regular release, you could pull from regular packs. Probably my favorite Pikachu. The back centering is kind of wonky. If I get a 9, I'll be miffed, but I can understand if they give it a 9. I'm thinking between a 9 and a 10. Mewtwo V alt art from Pokemon Go. Yeah, this one was in super good shape, super straight to sleeve from pack, super nice condition. I believe it's going to be a 10. Arceus V-Star Rainbow Rare. Again, slightly off here, but I think it's going to pull it together, and I think we're going to get a 10 out of it. Yeah, we're finally getting to the stuff that you guys will probably care about, because this is where it gets kind of cool. Pikachu M Level X promo. I actually got this for winning a tournament way back in the day. They didn't have promos that were left for whatever reason, so they ended up giving me this, which was super crazy at the time. I don't think it's going to be a 10. I will be happy with anywhere from an 8 to a 9. If it gets a 10, I'm absolutely going to flip. Sabrina's Alakazam. Real pretty card, but it has a couple little scratches on the foil for sure. The centering was really good, but it has a little bit of white marks you could kind of see there. I'll probably get an 8. If I get a 9, I'll be really happy. I think it's an 8. Rocket's Mewtwo. One of my favorite cards from that era. It's got some whitening on the bottom down there. There's a little spot right there. I'm hoping to get an 8 from this one, but this is one of those cards that if I get a 7, if I get something low, this is a card that I used in my childhood playing Pokemon. I'm getting it graded for that. I don't do that very often, but I just want to preserve this card. This card meant a lot to me back then, so whatever it comes back, I'll be happy with, but I'm hoping it's at least an 8. Charizard G. So I have the Charizard G. I believe he's in really good shape. I think I'm going to get a 9 with this one. If I get an 8, I'll be okay with it. The older cards, getting anything higher than an 8 is kind of good. It kind of is what it is. I'm really happy with this one. I think I'm going to get an 8, maybe a 9. Charizard G level X. The reason I'm getting the G graded is to potentially trade it to someone with this G level X graded as well. If they got the same grade and it was an 8 or above, that would be absolutely stellar. But he's got some stuff going on that corner. There's a little spot going on this corner and that corner as well. He's probably going to get a 7. I'd be thrilled with an 8. The front is in amazing shape. The centering is amazing. He's just got some corner things going on, so it'll probably be a 7 or an 8. Gengar level X. A lot of people going after this one right now. The centering is not perfect on him, and I'm actually just realizing that. But it's a freaking Gengar level X. It's in really good shape. It has this little ding here and here, but otherwise it's in really, really good shape. We'll probably get a 7 or 8 from this one. I can't collect every Pokemon I like. This one will probably be for trade, but he's such a freaking cool looking card. Infernape E4 level X. So this is one of my boys. I actually ran a deck with him in Luxchomp because I just love Infernape that much. I made it work. Don't necessarily recommend that, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with it back in the day. He's in pretty good shape. I think I found, yeah, like a tiny, tiny speck right there and a little bit of edge right there. He'll probably get an 8 or a 9. I'll be happy with that. Luxray level X, part of the engine of Luxchomp. This is a deck everyone ran then. Well, there were people that ran it and there were people that didn't win. That's about it. So he's got a little bit of cut right there. It looks like this card was in great shape, but it was cut with a really dull blade when they did the original cutting. You guys might know what I'm talking about whenever I say that. Like these edge lines are looks like they're from a cut, nothing else. The centering is not perfect, but again, this is one of those cards from my childhood. I don't plan on trading this one. This is a reminder of the decks that I used to run whenever I was playing. Actually, hindsight, I really wasn't a kid for this one. I was just stomping kids and playing when Luxchomp was around, but either way, it calls me back to when I was playing Pokemon competitively, and I had a lot of fun with it. The other half of the Luxchomp engine is Garchomp C level X. If you guys remember how much of an absolute menace this combo was, it's just absolutely ridiculous. But he's in great shape. One of my better conditioned cards from then. I have a little peck right there and a little peck right there, but it's really centered pretty well. It's in great shape. I'm expecting to probably get an 8 or a 9. I'm thinking an 8 or a 9 from that Luxray as well. Garchomp is probably going to get, like I said, again, an 8 or a 9. Couple more, almost done. This Garchomp V, it was just, when I did the centering on it, when I looked at it, whenever I just couldn't not get this one graded. I know you guys are going to say that, oh, there's crap right there. That's on this top loader. This card is in incredible shape. If I don't get a 10 from this one, the guy from PSA must have been tired. It is in absolutely phenomenal shape. I'm assuming that's going to be a 10. Charizard VMAX. I got this one because my son pulled it, and I thought it was really, really cool. It was, I think, the first Charizard he ever pulled. I could be wrong on that, but it's in really, really good shape. He was super hyped to pull it. I was super hyped to see my kid pull a freaking Charizard. You know, I like the nostalgia of this one. If I ever really get out of collecting Charizards, which I probably will. There's just too many people collecting them now. This one I'm probably going to hold on to just because I remember that moment. I remember what happened with that, and I just thought it was super cool. He might get a 10. He's not perfectly centered. He might get a 9. He's in great shape. So 9 or a 10, that should be fine. This Charizard VMAX alt art from the Ultra Premium collection. He's really, really, really well centered and really good shape. I'm honestly sending him there to see how good I am at grading cards because I believe he's a 10. If he's not, that's kind of an assessment thing for me that I need to check. But he's in really good shape. Yeah. Of course, you second guess yourself every time you say that, but he's in really good shape. Maybe a 9, but I think he's a 10. And coming up on the end, Celebi V alt art. I know we're gonna probably talk about this in detail at some point, but there's always a gamble whenever you're grading cards, and like the risk to reward with this card coming back as a 10 is just through the freaking roof. It's a $30 card raw like this. If I get a 10 with this one, which I'm fairly confident I will, the centering looks great. There's no damage in the back at all. The back is centered really great. There's no edge wear. There's no nothing. No reason to give it anything but a 10. This immediately goes to a $120 card. Not all cards do that, but in this instance, it is so worth the gamble of a $30 card being slapped forever for a $90 gain. Just, yeah, we're doing that. Yep, that's about all I got. I just wanted to have that recorded, so definitely thank you guys. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. I don't know if I'm going to actually ever even use this footage. I just wanted to use it as I felt like if I didn't record it, it would be weird to come back and say, oh, well, we got these graded. Let's see what we got. I like to be able to have the option for a before and after, and I think that's cool. So thanks again for watching the channel. You guys have a great one.